Welcome to the conversation.
Welcome to the conversation.
Welcome to the conversation.
Lisa Lockwood, welcome to the conversation. I'm here with my beautiful co-hosts, Victoria and Giselle. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I know your time is valuable. You have a lot of things that you could be watching, but we love sharing this conversation with you. With my police background, I always want to share something that's going to help you out there keep safe in some capacity. So today my first topic is going to be credit card skimmers. So if you haven't heard of that, basically it's just a little mechanism that the criminals use to place over the credit card reader in order to get your data.
Wow.
And it happens all the time.
It's like a mold. It like goes.
It's a mold, and it looks
all the time, so we shouldn't use the gas stations.
So gas stations and ATM machines that are outside. So one of the things that's good is, I mean, there's tons of ways to prevent it, but people are not cognizant that that's how people are doing, financial crime.
Right.
Identity theft comes later on, with that.
Right.
So how do you do that? I mean, you end up losing your money, and then on top of it, you have to go and report it and do all of these things.
It's the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
So, just be on the lookout for that type of thing. Just make it your second. You get to the machine, you're going to go ahead and pull it and twist it and do the best that you can in order to.
Oh,
yeah.
In order
okay.
to see
if it's loose.
If it's loose, and then immediately report it. And then also you need to be careful, because a lot of times what the criminal will do is they'll be somewhere watching close by.
Really?
So, because
wait
they
for you to
want to
leave.
get there right after you.
Yeah.
So they tend to, what they want to do, they tend to, lay in wait. They're waiting for you so they can get your data right away and pull it out. And they're usually masked because, the ATMs have the cameras.
Those little camera
The
mirror
cameras.
things.
Gas station have cameras, but not the ones that are right direct.
How did they get that sophisticated in the first place? I mean, to make it look exactly like it, where did they get the mold?
Oh,
are they
woman, you're
took
the
clay
one.
or-
I'm one of those people. I'm sorry, I'm just saying.
You're the one who told us about the brilliant woman, 25 years old,
Well,
who created
yeah,
the cure
she's
for the
brilliant,
superbugs.
but I'm talking about, I guess,
They
what I
probably
mean. I
just
guess
like
I
the
would-
same way you do your teeth, right?
Think
Like,
about
yeah.
So it's an actual mold, but then there's the little digital reader that how do they hack? How do they get that information?
How do you do any of those things?
So here's one
This
of
is insane.
the things that's interesting. So when you're there, you still find out you're cognizant of, okay, I feel safe.
Right,
The application wasn't put on there for the credit card reader, but you're still putting your password in. So with opportunities like that, what they do is, so you already feel safe. It's not there.
Yeah.
They still could be lying in wait. So the person behind you could be set up to watch you do your code. So now you do that. So be cognizant of who is behind you, because what is the next step? Once he sees your code, it's to follow you. If you're not in a car and you're walking, which a lot of times we are, we're in California, we're walking everywhere, then they look for the opportunity for your purse to be loose, to actually go in there and get your credit card, your ATM card, and then go ahead and use it somewhere else.
Good luck. I can't even find my own in my purse.
I like going into
More power
the
to you.
store and paying at the cashiers. Because I can, I have heard of that. But, when I'm in a hurry and it's the middle of the night and I want to put some gas in, I want to feel safe. But luckily they do have some people that are there. But it is scary.
Yeah, and it's a matter of, like
Sketchy.
I said, taking it one step to do that, because people are waiting
That's
for that opportunity.
they're waiting for you to
to
leave.
get your information. And I had just recently something happened to me that I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. I used my ATM card, which I hardly ever do, because this is a personal choice. I like to use my credit card because I like the points and
Yes,
I get the
Exactly.
point. The
And
miles,
I
yeah.
have to track it.
Yeah.
So this particular day, because they look the same, I handed my ATM card to the vendor, and it was a little fast food joint, healthy fast food. So it was quick, and handed it there. Next thing I knew, in another town, in Pasadena specifically, somebody had used my ATM. And I'm like,
What?
wait a minute. Somebody withdrew.
Are you kidding?
And I'm like, wait, how did that happen? Because it was in a store that wasn't one of those things that you do.
was- oh
it was
my
like
God.
Really watch
you scan it on the
yourself.
machine, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't seen anything that sophisticated. So now I go through this whole entire process, because that means you got to get a
Yes,
new
you
one.
get the call.
You'll wait several days. You go through all of that, and
Call your bank to put the money back in your account.
it's so much work when you just think to yourself. So here are my tips.
Yeah.
go into, if you're at the bank, go in to it, because the bad guys don't want to go in there. There's even more cameras to where they're setting up the skimmer. They
Okay.
want to do it on the ones that are isolated and satellite locations, and you're out somewhere and it's like they're going to look for that opportunity.
Right,
So
right.
always just be on the lookout.
Okay.
Little things like that are going to help you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there cameras at the pumps? Because you said to go inside.
They're,
but
they're
are there-
exterior ones that are on the top. Have you ever seen people with the gas? They put in the gas and then they run off. They forget and they take
Yeah.
it with them.
Yeah.
Those are the cameras that are at the satellite locations.
Got it.
wow.
So if you've got a person who's wearing the gear and everything else, they're never going to get their identity.
Okay, it's
So
yeah.
the face is not that close and it's fuzzy, and some of them
Right.
are installing them at night. But then they go back and they take it off. They
Yeah.
take it off and they use it again in another location. They just wait for their mark. And who is their mark? Who's going to be
Whoa.
that person?
Wow.
So
I
just
know.
yank on it, see if you can get it
Yank
loose.
it, see if you can get it loose, and then say, "Ha ha!
I got you."
I have
Yeah.
to call the police.
Oh, my
Get
goodness.
yourself safe, because you don't want that person to come after you and get their skimmer back because they want to use that for
Wow.
future theft.
Wow.
That
this
is
is
really,
insane.
really good
Definitely
advice.
do.
Wow, that's a great tip. That's
I
a
need to be
great
really
tip.
aware of that.
I need to watch out.
Yeah,
for that, for
I
sure.
literally never go into the bank. Like, I only use the ATM to deposit money, like everything. But my ATM sort of like is almost inside my bank, so it's like I feel like I'm probably okay.
You feel
I'm a little safer.
You feel a little bit safer. But now
That's
you
great.
know that. There's no reason to go back and say, I wish I would have listened to Lisa because that happened.
Yeah.
Test them.
Test them. Good to know.
Thank you for that tip.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. We'll be right back with more of the conversation.
We should go in your car after this
I
and
know.
scream sing.
I love you
Mariah
so much.
Carey.
I'm like, yes.
Jumped out in front.
It's like you trip over. Are those leather shoes? Those are awesome.
I don't know what they're made out of. They're like for walking.
And you put them on your feet?
yeah,
or your
like, I
hands?
put them on like feet
Uh-huh.
and
Oh, for
Take
the love
steps.
of God, I'm dying. Let's get started. I'm so hot.
Hi, my name is Tom Julian, the author of The Shepherd. There's hundreds of thousands of people who have felt like the title character of The Shepherd, Tony Castanelli. Alone, no family to count on, friends are becoming few and far between. But God has a way of looking down on those lonely hearts and somehow in His own beautiful way bring people into our lives who can help us find the direction and purpose that we all need and the happiness we all desire. This is that story. It's a simple read, but it's an inspiring moment. Buy yours today.
Hey guys, I'm Victoria Renee Hand. We have Giselle and Lisa, our beautiful co-hosts on the conversation. I wanted to talk about, it's really more of a question. Is Alexa listening to us?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes!
For
Yes!
sure.
100%! I'm gonna knock the flowers off the
my
table. All right, listen to this, okay? So my fiance, whoa, skirt. My husband, I'm still getting used to this.
Husband.
Link and I were talking about this book that we had never Googled, we had never bought, neither one of us have ever read. It was just a topic we were just discussing. I started to get ads on my Instagram feed
Oh.
and on my Facebook feed, and I was like, I didn't know what this is, like an old book. It's not like it's just coming out and they're like just now starting advertising for it.
You were
It was
discussing
like-
it in front of Alexa.
I was discussing it in front of Alexa. She was
She's on.
listening.
She is listening.
24/7.
She's a gossiper, I'm telling you.
She has been giving our data
Yes.
to companies. In fact, someone recently just told me a story. One of our executive producers told us a story about how there was this family who was looking to buy some type of a flooring, and somebody called them from an anonymous number and said, "Hey, we know that you've been talking about buying flooring because
Oh.
we're listening. People can hear you. I think it's morally wrong."
Wow.
Crazy.
Yes.
Oh.
Not okay.
Not
my
okay.
goodness.
Collecting data is one thing, but listening in on private conversations, not good.
I redid my kitchen recently. It was a nightmare, but I got through it with my new tools and going to Home Depot and everything and like going back and forth and talking to them. But I was talking to them. I wasn't, going into
Right.
my phone or anything. And then I get all this home decor.
What?
And yes, on my phone. It's insane. Like all
The
the stuff
idea-
that comes up, I'm like,
I don't have Alexa, so the idea of Alexa is that she's not supposed to turn on until you say her name.
Yeah, you have to summon her, if you will.
You have to summon her.
Yeah.
But now we know the truth.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
it's weirding me out. One time we
Yes.
even called her out. Link and I were talking about something, and he goes, I'm like, babe, she's listening. He goes, Alexa, stop listening to our conversation. And she replied afterwards, but he hadn't said her name. Sorry, he said, stop. She's listening to our conversation. We didn't say, hey Alexa, nothing.
Yeah.
She goes, I don't know what you mean. We were like, no.
Oh.
What?
Okay,
We
you
did
didn't
not.
even say the name.
No.
I don't like that.
No, I was
Oh.
like, I freaked out. I'm like, what was that? And he
like
was
the
like, he
Twilight
wasn't
Zone.
even, he
Yeah.
was not even,
He's
he
not
knew.
concerned.
He was just like, yeah, I told you. I'm like, I mean, you know it, like intellectually, but until you experience it happening, you're like, now I know in my bones.
Wow.
So let me
Unfortunately,
ask
I'm
you
not that
this. My
interesting.
niece has Alexa, and your phone is hooked through it as well.
yes.
So when she first got her Alexa, she tells me, it's like 10:30 at night, she's getting ready for bed, and she hears a guy talking to her through the phone, through the Alexa.
What?
What?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know how this works, but it creeps her out, and she's like, how does Alexa allowing him, somebody that had her number that she knew,
What?
how does that phone
this
call
She made a
is
call.
go
crazy.
through Alexa as she's getting ready for bed, and she hears him talking, hey Tiff, what's up, hey Tiff, what, it's calling out
That's
her name.
crazy.
Wow.
So I don't
It's
like
a connect.
I don't
like
like
it
this
just
technology.
was like,
No.
well,
Not for-
not
for me.
privacy
Well, then what
issues,
about,
yes.
I mean, is that going to be different for like cars? The cars that drive themselves. What if we're going to have, are the people that are listening or whatever, are they going to have certain credits? So if somebody gets in a car crash with self-driven cars,
Right.
is that going to be like, you need to save this person because they're more important? I don't like that.
I don't know.
autonomous
I actually,
cars because there has been a
Yeah.
crash.
yeah, I actually have mine on safety mode, and so if I veer out of line, it like kind of skews it for me,
It
and then
corrects.
it corrects me. But then sometimes, if there was something out there in the front and I needed to slow down and like kind of swerve
Totally
off,
different.
it's kind of like
Not what I'm
scary.
talking about. I'm talking about
She's
the Google
autonomous.
cars.
Yeah, but that's
Autonomous.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Is like if it's autonomous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also have the safety. I mean,
Right.
it doesn't have the cognitive,
Yeah.
ability
Ability to make the final
to make that
decisions.
decision.
Right.
So
But
that
I
is
wouldn't-
scary.
I know. I'm
I
saying
don't
right now,
know.
and I don't know if it's old school, but I wouldn't do it.
I don't think
wouldn't
so.
do the autonomous. I just don't feel safe.
I don't either.
with that. I mean, I'll go on trains and buses and allow other people to drive me,
course.
that sort of thing.
I
But
like
no.
technology, but it's weirding me out a little bit.
And then Alexa, just because my niece told me that story, I'm not going to get it.
I know.
I don't
Well-
want somebody listening in my home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
They
a
can
Google.
listen too.
Yeah, I have a Google Home too, but I haven't had any weird. I haven't had any
happen
weird
with-
things with Google Home. Is Alexa will randomly turn on, like we'll be sleeping and it'll be and we're like, whoa, what was that? And it's like, oh, Alexa just turned on. Like no one said anything.
Wow.
And I think it can happen even when she doesn't do the. I'm basically trying to make
know,
the
I like-
Alexa
I-
sound.
I know.
Yeah,
I
but
love
the
your
Google
sound
Home-
effects. They're great.
Thank you.
Does the benefit outweigh? The other
know.
side is the question.
Right,
With
so-
the ability, could you be spied on? Could other people tap into your system
Exactly,
and
so-
get your information?
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
So what do you do at this point?
I think you can just, if you want to buy it just to go shop it. First of all, I'm not like a secret agent. I don't really have anything to hide or anything that's that interesting. So if you're going to listen in, you're just going to hear like, I don't know, whatever I'm talking about. Like, if that's, all right, Jason Bourne, like you got me. I like those shoes. Like, okay. But there's a point where it's like, you need to draw the line. Like somebody needs to like, be the face of this and be like, hey guys, don't do that.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Don't
Yeah.
do that. There's got to be
Yeah.
some kind of stop in place
Yeah.
where it limits the scope of how far it could go.
Right.
Right?
Yes, that's all I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
That's what I vote for.
Not too much to ask. I don't think so.
I concur.
Yeah, but and again, it's like if you want to order, Alexa's great for being like, hey, I need more dog food, Alexa. But say her name first.
Yeah.
You know how it works.
Grocery list.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and like that's cool, but also just go on your phone. Like it's not that. It's
The extra step. People
yeah.
love technology. They like
Yeah.
advancement. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
No, and listen, I've got two different kinds of it. So I
Yeah.
mean, again, I'm not saying I'm against the technology. I'm just against the moral lines that are being
True.
drawn.
True.
Yeah, exactly. So
100%. Join us
Yeah.
and let us know if you see this episode. If you have
definitely.
Alexa and if you've had these issues as well, we'll be right back.
yes,
with
want to hear that
conversation.
story. Exactly.
Stay
Thank
tuned.
you.
It's been a week. It's been a week, and I've only gotten to say it like 4 times. So I'm
Oh, it's
so
been,
excited.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably been more than a week.
Yeah, no, Saturday. Yeah, well, like a week and a day.
Let's go back because
Oh, right,
the
right.
first show was a week.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
go through-
Who knows? It's been a while. I don't even know anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been weeks.
Yeah. It's been such a long time, years, since I got married. What was I even talking about?
Patients ask me every single day about water. But water from your tap? Let's get real. Please, please take care of yourself, save yourself by getting Echo. This machine will put in the activated hydrogen molecule that stimulates the anaerobic organisms that we now know has everything to do with your life. Do yourself a favor, get good clean water powered with Echo.
Welcome back to the conversation. We've got our lovely Victoria and our lovely Lisa and me.
Thank you.
What I want to come up with, actually, what I really want to talk about is how far you will go for beauty as far as doing facials and everything. So now I've done photo facials. I've also done chemical peels, anything,
Okay.
you know, microdermabrasion. But now the big thing is the PRP, which is a plasma-rich or platelet-rich plasma, which is
Okay.
amazing, and it's supposed to boost the blood, take the platelets out of the blood, so
Okay.
they actually have
Draw
to
your
put it-
blood.
draw your blood,
Yeah.
take the platelets out,
I'm done.
centrifuge it, take
Yeah.
the platelets out, put it back, microneedle into your
Your
skin.
skin.
Lord,
Yeah.
how long
Yes.
does that take?
A while, probably.
it-
It's also called the vampire facial.
The vampire facial.
You put blood on your face.
Yes, but basically it helps rebuild the collagen,
Oh.
and it is an alternative to actually getting a lift.
It is, yeah. So a lot of
So
people are doing it
surgery
instead
or-
of getting injections.
You know, on
they'll get
Housewives and Kardashians.
Yes.
Right.
That's
Yes.
where
Very
I,
same.
That's where I
Yes.
saw it.
Yes.
So-
same. Yeah.
But I'm squeamish with the blood thing.
Me
so
too,
I'm
me
gonna-
too, but
gonna-
I'm-
Are you gonna try
I
it?
haven't done
I'm
it.
gonna.
but
I want to try it. Yes.
I think you should. You try it.
I did.
Come back and let
you'll
us
see
know.
my face all red.
Take
and,
pictures.
Scabby a little. I don't know.
I just have like blood platelets on my face, but I'm so beautiful.
I'm still.
Oh my
Okay, so
gosh.
I'm still doing research on it, and I actually did a photo facial, right? And so that's laser, and it's kind of like it like tans your face almost like with a grid. It like burns your face, right? With
Interesting.
laser. So I literally had a grid on my face for 2 weeks. He said it was going to be a week, and then everything starts peeling off. It took 2 weeks for me. It was insane.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm doing some research on the PRP, but I did see that some people have bruising, and then it's like
Why do they have bruising? They're
Scabbing.
taking blood out and
well,
they just put.
because the microneedle.
Oh, they're microneedling it back
So the
in.
microneedles, like,
And if you're a bruiser too, like some people aren't. I'm a bruiser.
I'm a bruiser.
Yes.
I mean, I
Oh,
like
I'm
this, and I'm
such a
like,
bruiser.
tomorrow I'm gonna have this.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
easiest
Oh,
thing.
I turn. This
Oh,
will,
I
this will
have
be
it on
red
my
in a
leg.
second.
No,
'Cause
see
I'm
how
so clumsy.
white I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
See how it's already
Yeah.
turning red?
yes.
It's a thing.
so I have to share my experience with
Yeah.
this because
Yes.
what I didn't even realize you're going to talk about this awesome topic. 2 weeks ago, I had a procedure called PicoSure. Have you
Oh.
heard of PicoSure?
No.
No.
PicoSure is what people use to get tattoos off. I don't have a tattoo.
Oh.
Never had. Never. You know, that's your personal choice. Whatever. But he told me PicoSure. What they found out is after the tattoo removal, what it does for the skin is amazing because it gets down to the particular dermis. So I went in and I saw a doctor who was a PicoSure expert and the big endorser and et cetera in Pasadena. So what it was basically laser.
Yeah.
And he went and did an entire layer of my face.
That hurt.
Yes.
That has to
No, it did
hurt.
not.
But he
hurt.
numbed it.
Yeah,
He did it.
yeah.
Thank God he did a
numbed
pre-numb
it.
it, and then he did it, and then he said, "This is what you need to do when you get home. You got to put on. There's something called A&D oil, and it's for babies for
Yeah.
rashes and that sort of thing.
Well, I had a
said-
post-treatment.
Yeah, so put that on, and he said, and after that, because you're supposed to do it maybe 2 times, so a month apart. So
Okay.
when I went home, I did what he said. He said, make sure you put sunblock, stay out of the sun, stay out of the sun.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting the worst, of course.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. So I'm protecting the A&D, and I'm like, it's all, it's so greasy,
Oily
the A&D
and-
and everything, and I'm like, maybe he didn't give enough of the laser. Well, that was the exact case, because when
Oh,
I
no way.
sent my photo to him 2 days
Oh.
ago, and I said, I'm not red, I'm not this. He goes, keep with this sunblock.
Yeah.
Just trust me
Yes.
on that, and then follow up. So I'll keep you guys tuned on what's going to happen, because I'm
Definitely.
actually going tomorrow. For
Oh,
the
wow.
For consultation
Second,
or
no,
like
second PicoSure treatment,
Oh.
where he's going to up the laser a little bit.
Oh.
Because he
Okay.
said I didn't react. He expected there to be more because I'm so pale.
Right,
Yeah.
And
right.
it works better on pale skin for whatever reason. Same thing with the tattoo removal.
Same thing
Yeah.
with laser
So
hair
pigment,
removal.
Pigment,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well,
So
the
that's-
PRP, they're actually using it for joints too.
What do you mean?
You can inject blood platelets
Into like bad
into
knees?
bad knees, and it's supposed to help you with your joint pain and all of that because it's collagen production.
that
So
makes
what it
sense.
does,
So it's
it
producing your
reproduces
own collagen. You're not putting
Exactly.
other
so it
fake
shouldn't
collagen in your
reject-
face.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the whole point of it.
I wouldn't do it.
I know, but I'm so squeamish with blood, and I'm like, okay, I'm willing to do it because
What have
You'll
you
get
done?
over
Your
it.
skin is
You'll get
amazing.
over it.
Yeah.
What is your skin maintenance?
What is my skin? Wow, I don't know. I mean,
Water?
I try. Yeah, water. I just use like regular soap. Like, but I've been moisturized a lot. You know,
Regular
everybody.
stuff.
I don't know. Not like,
But
not
you
like
haven't
body
had-
soap.
you know,
But
I'm
any
like-
kind of
no. I've gotten facials, but I've never gotten
Not
the
like
deep
microdermabrasion,
Yeah.
you know, all about the
I've gotten
peeling
the
and everything,
regular like
everything
the
helps.
like facial massages,
Yes.
but I've never gotten anything like that. But
So
I
you're
want
just
to.
blessed. You're blessed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know,
skin.
thank you. I've got some good genes in my family, but I do you have to maintain
Maintenance.
and
But
and
it seems like you do
moisturize.
the minimum. Maybe we're just doing too much to our faces.
Well, I mean, I just like try to keep my face clean, you know, just like I don't know,
Keep your
you
face clean,
She doesn't
everybody.
even have a particular
just wash your face.
Wash your face. I don't know. Maybe moisturize.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah, maybe moisturize. Moisturizer
Not
goes
me.
a long way.
No.
I
Don't
I
do
sit in
the
the
PRP
sun.
or the
Yeah.
microdermabrasion.
No need to draw out your
no
plate.
sunscreen.
Well, there you have it. Perfect skin, doesn't need to do anything. She's trying everything, and she's going to try for us. I gave something a shot. I'll keep you guys posted. Again, it's PicoSure, PICOSURE. In case you want to look, check it out and see what's going on. Thank you for joining us on the conversation. We always love having you, and we'll see you next week.